Yo, this is Backpain1 again, and this is going to be a new spin-off to the whole beta quest. Instead of just going to each room and just saying la 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 about each one, I'm going to go into each beta room, all 8 of them that are known. I'm going to open every door while in beta mode and see where it takes me. First off, we're in beta room Uno. Going to Kakariko Village. It's going to kind of start slow, I know, it's kind of worked it out, but I never really entered any of the doors. I just kind of looked around, played with the fire, and that was it. So, first building, I forgot exactly what building we're entering, but yeah, it's the building on the right, the one with the cow inside it, if you remember. So I'll hop on over here, and I'll fire effect. Go up the steps, ignore the floating fire. You walk into the door, and what happens? We end up in a house, not that particular house, it's the house. You can hear Talon sleeping somewhere. Here it is. You end up in a house that's supposed to be down from the well slightly, as it'll show up in my now. So he ends up there. Okay, and then, okay, going to the next room. Now, when we come back, we came back, and I was like, oh, what the hell, okay, I'll go into this door and see what takes me to that house over there. I go into the door, and guess where it takes me? Dun da da da! Takes me inside the damn windmill, and the question mark was what I was saying. What? And this is FYI, the reason it says a question mark when you enter the windmill is because because the windmill is technically in the Damp's grave site. It's basically an entire thing from the graveyard to the windmill, so it's considered a question mark instead of just saying Damp's grave or windmill. Okay, I'm gonna go in the windmill this time, and if you remember from the last video, windmill takes me to the potion shop. I'm like, again with this. I leave. End up in the town, crap. Come back. This time I'm going to go into the back of that first building I entered to just to see what happens. With the floating ring of fire there, and when I enter it, it froze. Froze. Come back. I said, okay, I'll go over into the spider house, I believe, and guess what? Get a weird effect on the screen, but it froze. Like a sniper just killed me the second I entered the door, so I couldn't enter it. And I'm like, okay, I'll go over to, look at the firing range this time, and same effect, froze. Halfway in the door, but froze. This time, like, screwed the village for a second, I'm going into the graveyard, and lucky me, the graveyard just let me in there. It gave me the whole good old-fashioned semantic of the graveyard when you first entered it. Hopefully all of it, like me, entered there the first thing to get the song of time, that way you didn't have to do a lot of shit. Yeah. I looked around, I had a little controller fail there, and I was like, what the hell? I wasn't in beta mode anymore, this is alpha mode. Just letting you know, if the second you leave any door after you've entered in beta mode, you re-enter back into alpha mode, and whatever that door is supposed to lead to. Okay, next. Next we're going to go into the well. As an adult Link, this is not supposed to be open, but during this cutscene it's open anyways, I don't know why. We go in here, and we end up in a house with a dog lady from Market Town. She's not supposed to be here. I'm like, okay, I'll exit, see where I end up. I end up in a freaking back alley in Castletown. First off, it's not supposed to exist. Second off, you could see a dog there, and you could see the soldier right there. That's the soldier, he gives you the whole speech. I don't want to see if he was dead, he just gave me the whole, you know, he's a boy from the forest, Ganondorf all did that crap. And I don't think a lot of people even noticed he was here because we got the Ocarina, we went straight to Temple of Time. We didn't explore jack crap back here. And he stopped Ganondorf's men. What men? It was just Ganondorf and his horse. He's that powerful. It wasn't no men. And to give you something, that was the Ocarina, that hurry to the Temple of Time, and he croaks out right now. Croak. First time I've seen an NPC die in Zelda. I'm like, okay, maybe the whole Castle Town's normal again. Back to this. Screw it. Reset. Back over here in back in Kakariko Village. I have only a few more doors left to try. Next door I'm going into would be the crap, what was it? The potion shop in the child version. Where the old hag lives, the old hag shop. Metal building, all that stuff. I enter it, where am I going to end up? I end up in a house, thank God. But it's just in our Castletown house. I forgot who that guy was altogether, but it's just the Castletown house in the part of the back alley. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm just going to be the same store as last time. I was fiddling with the controller because I couldn't find F7 to get my save slot. I was pushing like F23 or something. I get out, I had to reset it manually, and I accidentally pushed the button to quits out. I'm like, shit. So I start over, I didn't want to save, and I'm back in the village. And I believe there's only 2 more doors in this part of the village I have to try before, no, 3 more technically. The building on the right, the building on the left, which we all know where that goes, and the Death Mountain. So we go into this building, where does it take me? Into the side of the great Deku tree. What? Talk about warp issues. Jesus Christ. I'm like, okay, walking out of the dead tree's mouth, which is sealed already, and I get attacked by a giant Deku Baba right there. I never knew those things got that big. Damn it, that's huge. Okay. Going to the next thing, it was... That's taking the door on the left, and if it was in the last video, it had the same effect in the last video. If you watched the last one, it took me straight to the boss chamber, well, the entrance to the boss chamber in the Shadow Temple, which we'll do right now. Yep. And we all know what that is. You can fight the boss if you want to. So this is a good thing I'm showing you. That way if you ever want to just go straight to the boss battle, you don't have to do a hacked game. You just go da-da-da, here. There you go. There's only one thing I found so far. And there's another one I'll show you later in the video. Resetted. Yeah, resetted. Okay. And the last place to go in this village was just to go to Death Mountain to see if that would take me anywhere. It didn't. It just took me straight up there. Nothing really huge to worry about there. A little side note on this game, something is weird about the Beta Quest version. That's just, not just the fact it's like, not the fact it has weird war points, it seems to look a little bit better. I don't know if it's because I'm playing it on the computer or, I don't know. Well, I skipped ahead and went straight back to Zora's Domain like I did last time. And we all know you can enter Jabu. I was thinking, okay, let's see what happens when I go inside here to see the fat-ass fish. What happens? I end up in a Sacred Loam glitch. I'm personally thinking this is the point when that Xandorf comes in. I think at the end the entire thing is supposed to take place. Because think about it, it's all whited out. Remember in the... I know, my finger got away. Remember when you defeated Gandorf, he was all giving that dance, like, curse you, sages, curse you... Da-da-da, curse you Zelda, curse you Link, or whatever name you put in the save slot. And he's like, he flies like a plane, and there it goes, bye. Shit, and here comes Wind Waker. I kept it on this, and I was like, screw it. And then I come back over here. I go in there. Dun-da-da. And I'm like, okay, we know what happens to the fish, we know Ruto and the stone. Okay, we know that. Now we're gonna go to the Ice Cavern. Which, technically it's not supposed to be... You can access it as a child with some cheats or some clever moves, but it ends up in the slightly beta version of the room where you get the iron boots. Like, I think like the chest was supposed to be on top of that, the sun shows through the ceiling. This is off another video I saw. That was 2 guys drinking beer, I forgot the thing. I'm sorry guys, I didn't know it was going to end up here. I couldn't pause, I couldn't put the iron boots on. Basically, that just takes you to another port, takes you out the door again. Those doors weren't designed like that. They're like lift-up ice doors, like the old-fashioned ones. Which those weren't supposed to lock. It means you had the option of leaving the room when the mini-boss was going on at one point. Going here, it looks as an unfinished room. Or, yeah, it's basically an unfinished room. Like, has a new color scheme. This is the room I had to push the blocks around, click the silver things. I tried going here. There was no way out, in, or anywhere. And I think the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. I think it's just the basic ice temple with just invisible. And I was like, you know what? Reset. And the only last place to check in Zora's Domain in the beta form is the Great Fairies Fountain where you get Pharaoh's Wind, I believe. Yeah. I was going to say, what the hell? What happens when I stand on top of his crown? You slide off. So the game already has a code in there saying it, knowing if you can get up there, you slide off. Why? I don't know. Okay, hopping over. Get over there, Link. Damn it. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep this wagon rolling. Ride. Froze. Sniper froze. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Just sniper freeze. Okay, moving on. Next, I decided to go spend alone on the ranch. Guess what? It froze. And then after that, I decided to, after I had a little glitch here with the program reset, I decided to go to Keeping Forest. You know, maybe give that a go. What happens when I enter there? It takes me into a sacred realm cutscene when I think this is where the camera angle is when Pharaoh lifts up and gives life to Kakariko Forest. I'm pretty sure that's that scene. It's stuck there. You hear the music in the background. I'm like, shit. I'm trying to find the reset key. It didn't work. Next is, I believe there's only 2 worlds left I can fully explore. Because if you go directly into the town, if you go directly into Hyrule Castle, you freeze. Okay, I try to enter the lake. I can't hide out or something. I know, I'm a fail. I'm a Zelda fan, I can't pronounce that name right. So I go in there. It has a Triforce rotation transition. That's the first time I've seen that. And guess where you spawn? In the Forest Temple in front of the boss chamber. Same effect as the Shadow Temple. So that's 2 rooms you can get into from Beta Quest. I could enter it too. I just didn't want to deal with Phantom again. And after this, I think there was one more place to try, and that was Gerudo Valley. And basically, Gerudo Valley had the effect, the effect in Gerudo Valley was in the climatic, when the Deku Tree's giving the whole speech about how the world was created. Remember when he it was kind of going through and the meteors from the meteors going by. He was saying how Pharaoh did a whole shape of the earth with her hands, and then it shows like a bear, Gerudo Valley entrance. That's basically that. And since this is pretty much the end of the video, I'm going to say I'm going to make 7 more videos of this series. Possibly after this, I'll work on the GTA stuff, like I said in the shitty LCPD ones, my bad.